Welcome back to a new video. We're talking about how Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is going to set the United team. This is going to be his first team, so the team he's going to trust to go day in and day out and play for him. Of course, he'll do a few changes, but this is the team he'll mainly rely on. So, starting off, we have got in goalkeeper.
De Gea. Oh, about De Gea, what we can say is right now he has, I would say, a questionable career because even in the Euros we saw him play in the bench, which was honestly a little odd in my opinion. And like De Gea has shown that he is a good goalkeeper, but he has some inconsistencies. So I would say he has some questionability, but I think still that in the squad he's the best goalkeeper position.
It's because he's got more experience than Dean Henderson. Now let's go to our left back. I don't think we could argue much for this position. He's guaranteed. We saw him score in the Euro final in the very opening minutes. So we know he can attack. He could or has he. It was a volley, so it was a pretty good shot. You need to have good control for volleys. So we know he's a good striker and all, but defensively, he's really, really good for United. Centre backs, also another England player, Maguire, and he's been praised for his England performance as well, bagging in a penalty for England in the Euros. Statistically, for England, he's been playing very well as well. I think he's only let 2 goals in throughout his whole campaign in the Euros, which is incredible for him. He's only lost 1 game with them, which was a final, of course. And for United, pretty well. The only thing we could criticize him for is that his lack of goals via headers, because one of the main reasons we signed him is because he is very good with his head, and he could convert crosses into goals via his head. But in United, we haven't seen much of that yet.
Well, I have to say though, his career stats are quite interesting. He has a passage percentage of 87%. He has a high aerials 1-4, and overall he's one of the top 5 best rated players we have on the team.
Definitely, there's no arguing with that. He's pretty well. Aerial, as you said, in the air, he's very good. So, as our second pair, a new signing, a new addition to the squad, Varane. What could you say about Varane?
Well, first of all, we can basically say that currently he's not officially in the team.
Yes, that's correct.
It's only talks of Varane being in the team, even though we know that it's coming. It's soon going to be official. But my uncertainty is if he would be able to, if Man United would be able to sign him off for the next season, or you know how they went really slow for Sancho. It took like a whole year. I don't know if for Varane this will be a quicker process, and if it will be more efficient than they were for Sancho. But if it is, and if Varane is in the team, yeah, I think he would be really good for the team. Varane is a top player for the top defense player, and I think even during the 2018 Euro Cup, he has shown very good performance. I remember he even scored on a very crucial game. So yeah, I think he would be a really good player for our team.
Regarding that, you said that I think he's a bit different compared to Sancho, because Sancho had time left on his contract for Borussia Dortmund, so Borussia Dortmund didn't need to worry about him going as a free agent. However, Varane is not signing a new deal and his contract is running out, so it may make Real Madrid more hasty with trying to let him go to get some cash in the bank for him, rather than selling him as a free agent.
The only question that I would have if Varane was to play in our team is, would he be able to get on with the chemistry of Man United? Because, being a player for Real Madrid, being there for years, Man United is quite a different experience. But I still think he can do it in the team.
Let's go to our right back. No surprises here, is there? Aaron Wan-Bissaka.
Yeah, he's like, I think for defense, I would say he's one of the most iconic and staple players of the Man United defense.
It's because it's his positioning and his tackling that's very, very, very good.
Yeah.
Lately, we haven't seen much of his old former self transgress into his game, but I do think he's the suitable choice for us, and he's not known as the spider for no reason. He's very good in our team. Onto the centre mid. Pogba, no, there's been talks about his contracts.
He wants to go to PSG, some people say, but even PSG don't want them. So I think
Yeah, we saw. If you could just have on the screen, we saw something about the fans saying, "We don't want you, Pogba."
Yeah, so I would say Pogba. I don't know. Like Pogba is a really good player. I have to admit, like he's not bad, and like he has shown that he has been a good player over and over again in the World Cup and other performances. Like his current positioning in leaving Man United might make him a little fan hated. Like maybe fans will not be as eager to have him on the team as they used to because of how he wanted to go away from Man United. But I think he still is a good player, and like
McTominay, he's been. Social has given a bit of clarity on him on the team. He said he's in his future plans and he sees him playing in a more forward position. And offensively, when he plays, we've seen him play pretty well as well, bagging a few goals as well.
So yeah, I think that position is the right one for him. So next position.
There's no argument over here either, is there?
Yeah.
Bruno Fernandes definitely in the spot.
He has banged it, with like his performance overall. I when I go over to the top, say that he's like one of the best players in Man United.
He might be the best, not one of the best. I think he is the best, possibly.
Yeah, he has like 18 goals last season, I think. And
incredible.
Offensively, he is like our best player. So, yeah, no question for that one.
Let's go to the next position, left wing, I believe. Yep, Rashford.
Yeah, Rashford. I would say like right now, maybe the Euro performances might have like made them a little questionable, but I still think he's one of the best players that has the best future at least.
Definitely, he's a youngster. He's playing to his best, and he's for United been one of our best players. Definitely, striker. This is where we could make our mind. It's the point that Solskjaer would interchangeably use him because Cavani is old, Greenwood's young. Cavani can't play every game. Greenwood is still too young to play every game, I guess. And he needs a bit of experience in the meantime. So it's good that we need that interchangeability between them in the first team.
The dilemma is like, should you have the experienced one play knowing that he has a lot of experience, or should you let the youngster play so that he gets the experience to become the experienced one? Keeps the dynamics in the team, because like we know that our team is young. Like most of the people in our team, except some names, are more young than other teams, and this element of young mixed with the experienced players usually has the effect of giving the experienced players the ability to teach the young ones, and have the young ones be able to play with experience to upgrade their level. So I think this will be a nice twist for the team.
Next position, new signing, right wing, Sancho.
Yeah,
No surprise there either. I don't think we should talk about him so much. I think we've talked about him quite a lot in our last video on the podcast episode 1. I think you guys should check that out to see our views on Sancho.
Now let's get to the bench.
Yes, the bench. Dean Henderson. We said it was a battle against De Gea or Dean Henderson, so Dean Henderson gets in. Victor Lindelof. He was our previous centre back, but the problem is, what do you want to leave after this? I think Varane's more experienced, and the Maguire and Lindelof partnership does not work. Also, Alex Telles, he was supposed to be interchangeable with Luke Shaw, but Luke Shaw stepped up his game, so Alex Telles is left on the bench. He's also a player that we'd feel a sense of loss without Luke Shaw, but Telles would fill in that gap somewhat with his experience and with his professionalism, because he's also a good player. Jesse Lingard came back from loan, and I don't believe he's going, apparently to Sosa's comments. Now we got Van der Beek, also a player that may or may not leave. He's been sidelined because of Bruno Fernandes is excellent. There's no room on the team really. He could take McTominay's place, but could he defend like McTominay if needed? I don't think so. And Van der Beek is overall the better player. I agree with that. Yeah, and Van der Beek also is class, so we could get him off the bench. Fred also in the previous team. McFred is what is the fans' name for the partnership of McTominay and Fred. Some people didn't like it. Some people did. They were really there for defending the back line. Really, it was to protect the goal, and it really didn't allow us to go forward a lot. It made Pogba go on the left wing. It didn't make sense. Then we got Dan James. He's speedy. He's a good substitute late on the game. Anthony Martial also very good. Can come on anytime. And experience, we've seen what he could do always. Sometimes he does he in the 2019-2020 season, I'm pretty sure he banged that, but sometimes like he doesn't play as well. Sometimes he's not fit enough. There's all factors with Anthony Martial and Greenwood and Cavani. If one's not playing, one's got to be benched then. Let's go on to what we think. So what we just discussed before is what we think Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is going to do. This is what we think would bring United to its best. This is the team. Any changes you could spot here?
Firstly, we changed the formation. It used to be 4-3-3. 4-3-3 is a more like conventional and like traditional gameplay. Like having 4-4-2 is a little more heavy on the midfield.
So basically what we've done is we've changed Lingard out for Scott McTominay and changed to a 4-4-2. As he said, it's more attacking minded, so the defense will be left a bit more vulnerable. But I think with Varane in there, we get a bit of that strength. We've got depth in the attacking field, I could say, and we've got Sancho, Lingard, Rashford, Greenwood, or Cavani. We've got so many players that could fit in the offensive side of things. Lingard and Sancho always, of course, move a bit outwards. They go play more wing positions, whilst Rashford and Cavani stay more central. Luke Shaw doesn't get as much freedom to go forward, neither does Aaron Wan-Bissaka, because again, we already have our wingers and we've got quite a lot of players already outside. Of course, Luke Shaw could come in, Aaron Wan-Bissaka could come in, but it helps the defense focus on the defense and the offense focus on the offense. Luke Shaw is very good at crosses nowadays, very good at striking, but I think we should allow more of our offensive players to go out, because again we need more creativity in that field. We have Bruno Pogba playing more central positions, allowing for Rashford, Greenwood, Lingard or Sancho to get the ball. Sancho, Lingard could place passes, Luke Shaw crosses and Luke Shaw could also place crosses. So I think that's it for our first team predictions and our personal choices. We've got another video coming out on Premier League, and that is it. Have a nice day, and that is us from Plan United. See ya.